A few years ago, I was renting a basement apartment from a retired couple in a quiet suburban neighborhood. The place was nothing special, just a small one-bedroom unit tucked beneath their house. But it was affordable, and I kept to myself. The entrance to the basement had its own door on the side of the house, and my landlords were kind and respectful. Honestly, everything was fine for the first few months. That changed one week when the couple left to visit family out of state. They let me know ahead of time and even asked if I could keep an eye on things while they were gone. I didn't mind. If anything, it felt a little freeing knowing I'd have the whole house to myself, even if I was still technically just in the basement. It was on the third night of their trip that I noticed something strange. Around 2 a.m., I woke up to the sound of slow, heavy footsteps directly above me. I froze. I knew no one was supposed to be up there. The couple had been gone for days, and there were no other tenants. At first, I thought maybe it was just the house settling, but the sounds were rhythmic, purposeful, like someone was walking from one side of the living room to the other, then stopping. I laid in bed, holding my breath, until the footsteps finally stopped. The next morning, I checked in with the couple just to confirm they were still away. They were. I didn't mention the noise, I didn't want to sound paranoid, but the following night it happened again. This time, the footsteps were accompanied by something worse, the sound of dragging, like furniture or something heavy was being pulled across the hardwood floor directly over my ceiling. I texted the couple again and asked if there was anyone with a spare key, maybe a relative or a friend. They insisted no one had access but them. That night, I barely slept. I kept thinking I heard the floorboards creaking and quiet, tapping against the walls. Around 4 a.m., just as I was finally starting to drift off, I heard something that made my skin crawl. 3 loud knocks directly above my bed. I shot up and stared at the ceiling, heart pounding. It was completely silent again, but I couldn't go back to sleep after that. The next day, I finally called the police. I felt stupid, but I had to know what was going on. They came and did a walk-through of the house. Everything looked undisturbed, except for one thing. The back door on the main floor had a broken lock. It looked like it had been forced open, then pulled shut again. There were muddy footprints by the back hallway, but no one was there. The couple came home the next day. We all checked the house again, and nothing was missing. Nothing else happened after that. But I moved out 2 weeks later. To this day, I still have no idea who was in that house with me, or what they were doing up there in the middle of the night. And the worst part is, I never actually heard them leave.